talk to me about that sort of trip out to LA and sort of what you learned about LA scene. You've done a few. You did the like LA full degen mode, then the Orange County thing, now the Miami thing. What have you learned? Like, take me through the different eras
Stage stages.
of scenes. Yeah, exactly.
Fuck. I mean, yeah, trying to think of the first time the first time it was me and Jesse at the time. We had, I believe we road tripped there from Toronto to LA. So 36-hour drive in his like shitty car. We called it the Toaster. It was like a Nissan, like one of those boxy ass cars. We had like a cooler of food. Just like we packed a bunch of food, put it in the cooler because like we were dead broke at the time too, and we road tripped to VidCon. And we would stay at fans' houses along the way too. So we'd just post on Snapchat and say like, "Hey, who wants to? We're gonna be in St. Louis tonight. We need to crash somewhere." And then I would like add them on Snap. I'd FaceTime the people, like make sure they weren't like a fucking psycho. And we ended up staying at over like probably 30 fans' houses throughout like our little trips, and none of them were ever weird. And then his car broke down in like the middle of the desert. We got stuck there for a week, and like we posted again on Snapchat, and fans had to come pick us up from Palm Springs and drive us to LA. And then we made it to VidCon. So that was like our first time kind of being around like other YouTubers and seeing like people that were like really poppin', successful. I think that was at the time like FaZe, like we met like all those guys. And I remember those guys came up to us too, like someone FaZe Adapt. He was like really, really big at the time. And he told us like, yo, we watch your videos like every night when we're high and shit. And like just to see like respect from other big YouTubers at the time, I think that really motivated us. So after that, for the next probably 5 years, we would be in Canada. I was working at a golf course. So I did events, I did the back shop, and I would just save up money. And then we would do a trip to LA for like 3 months, however long we could afford, grind, go back to Canada, try to keep it going. And that went on for like 5 years until we officially moved to LA. Yeah. So it was a crazy time. And every time we'd go home to Canada, things would kind of slow down a little bit, because you're living at your parents' house. Your parents are kind of in your ear a little bit.